So in an odd change-up, I decided to download Looney Tunes World of Mayhem, Scopely's other game that was on a list for one of the top games of the summer. Dive into this zany game with me as we adventure through and discover what it means to be part of for World of Mayhem. Now, I grew up watching Looney Tunes on Saturday morning cartoons and watching Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck and all these other characters just be crazy. Like, I love the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. It's just a good relationship. It's a funny and fun show to watch. So I'm excited to see what they've done with this game. So here we have Bugs Bunny popping up in front of Marvin the Martian. And it looks like Bugs Bunny is lost again. Somehow I don't think this interaction will go as Bugs Bunny wants it to. Marvin the Martian has always been a little different and likes to take over the earth. So here we have it as we get right into it, and it seems like we're going to have a little face-off here. Bugs Bunny versus the Martian. And it seems like we're at about half health, but we're about to hit him with a safe, which is typical in Looney Tunes. I can't remember the number of safes I saw drop onto people in the game. And oh, he's calling backup. Well, it looks like we're going to gift them a big surprise. And boom. And the match is over, and the winner is Bugs Bunny. And in typical Looney Tunes fashion, it looks like we're going to have an explosion. Well, I gotta say, I'm excited to dive into this game. Again, I used to watch Looney Tunes growing up, so to have a game that has pretty good graphics, I have to say I'm excited to try this game out. So it looks like we're going to be collecting tunes, and the first one we get is Bugs Bunny, which is pretty cool, I think, and pretty smart. You know, him being the main character, I think it's really smart to bring out one of the fan favorites right at the start. So there's daily challenges that you can do. They seem fairly straightforward. You can hit go and it takes you right to them. And as you see, my power level back there was greater than Elmer Fudd's. And from what I remember from the TV show, Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd do not get along. Elmer Fudd is out here hunting wabbits, and Bugs Bunny is trying to stay alive. So it looks like I have a special attack that can stun the enemy. So that usually means that they won't be able to move the next turn, so it's almost like I get 2 turns in a row. So that's awesome. And I've earned some Illudium to charge the Reatomizer. So it looks like I'm going to get a new tune out of this, or at least get pieces of a tune. So it looks like you can collect a certain number of pieces, and once you collect all the pieces needed, so like this guy, Foghorn, needed 10, but like Bugs Bunny had 100, for instance. So I guess each character, depending on how strong they are maybe, or how rare they are, need a different amount. And we have these potions that we can use to level them up. So he's now level 4, and we're moving on to the next stage. And okay, so it's a combined power, and I still have more power than the opponent. So I should be able to win this. And now we have a dragon burning Bugs Bunny to a crisp. And Bugs is going to attack Daffy and hit him with his special attack, and he's stunned, so that's great. And, oh, okay, so we have a taunt ability, so I get added defense, and the opponent has to attack him. So that's really useful, because Bugs was just attacked, so he's weakened. So this way, he shouldn't die, hopefully at least. And Daffy's dead now, and it's 2-on-1, and I always like my odds when it's 2-on-1. So now I'm just going to end it by dropping a safe. So it seems like there are different advantages and disadvantages to different skills, and there must be a way to level up skills, but first, collecting daily goals. You know, those gems, I think that's the special currency in-game, like the premium currency, so that's great that you can actually win some from just daily challenges and stuff, and leveling up is going well. So a premium wheel, that gives me a giant pile of premium pieces of a character. And so I get a new character. I think I get the full character, but let's see. Fisher Cat Sylvester Jr. I recall him from the TV show, but if you had asked me his name, I probably would have forgotten that his name was Sylvester Jr., which is pretty sad considering how simple it is. So I'm not sure if these daily goals will continue to have gems in them, but if they do, I really enjoy that. It means there's a reasonable method of getting the premium currency without having to spend a bunch. I'm not sure how much people actually invest in this game, but so far it looks fairly okay-ish for free-to-play players because you can get the premium currency, the wheel in order to pull characters, well, pieces of characters off of. It seems to be broken down fairly well. I would need to read more into different characters in order to understand their abilities and to see who's good and who's not, because right now, obviously, I'm just starting out and I have no idea who's strong and who's not, and really what characters I should be aiming for. And I'm still going through the tutorial of this in order to understand kind of how different characters work and their different abilities. So if I hover over and I tap what each attack kind of does, it gives me an idea of what they do. And some of them have an advantage over other characters, and a lot of that has to do with who actually has beef from the show. So obviously Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd always had issues. I would say Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck did as well, but I'm not sure if Bugs or Daffy have a ability that, debilitates the other character. It will definitely be interesting to figure out. And I just got this little chest, and it looks like I have to send characters to, I guess, unlock it. So unless you open them right away. So it's suggesting for me to open it, and I kind of hate it when a game makes me use special currency to open a crate of any sort, really, because I'd rather save it and, I don't know, be credited an extra one or something if you make me open it. So I guess the firecrackers are used to tune up my tunes, so upgrade them in some way, shape, or form. I'm not sure if that means move them up a star or unlock different abilities, so I guess I'll have to figure that out. So it's telling me here that, to tune up, so it makes their abilities stronger. So that was my exploding present thing, and I just made it more powerful by using the explosives, which kind of makes sense, I guess. And now we're on to another match, and it looks like they just used an attack up, so this is probably going to hurt. So Sylvester Jr. just got hit. And I like this exploding present because it hits all the enemies on the other side, which does a fair bit of damage, and it lets me kind of just apply an even amount of damage right off the bat, and now I kind of want to just dogpile one tune if I can. Well, with Foghorn, by taunting them and adding defense, at least my other characters won't be targeted, so I guess it just means I can get in some bonus attacks in a way. So I just used a basic attack in order to kill Daffy, because using more powerful attacks have a larger cooldown time, and time being number of turns. So it's if I use someone's special ability on the first turn, I won't be able to use that ability for at least 1 or 2 turns, or whatever the cooldown time is. And with it being 3-on-1, it's a sure victory for me. It just is a matter of how long it takes and how many turns. So I'm actually wondering if there's a way to auto some of these matches, because to finish a match like that, I know I'm going to win. So I would rather just, not have to do anything, focus on something else. And I just leveled up, and now I can finally choose my name, and I'm going to go by Link, because it seems like Looney Tunes hasn't banned the name Link. So in The Walking Dead Road to Survival, I can't set my name as Link anymore, even though that's what I started out the game with, and that's my YouTube channel name. So this brawl mode seems to be against a specific other player, and I'm playing for those chests that have those tune-up items. So those are the items that can upgrade my special abilities. So I started out by targeting one character, Yosemite Sam. There's an Elmer Fudd, so I'm assuming my Bugs Bunny could probably stun him if I used the one ability that has the stun ability on it along with the damage. But it doesn't seem like I need it. This team seems fairly weak, which makes sense because in the tutorial mode, obviously they want to teach you not only like how to use your characters, but it's always a plus winning on the first one. If you start out by losing, it really doesn't encourage the player to participate and to continue with the game. And with that win, I seem to be getting some trophies of some sort as well. I'm not exactly sure what those are used for yet, but they're going to be used for something, right? And I got one of the crates and it won't open yet, so I had to discard it because I don't have a space for it. Or wait, or am I unlocking it? I have no idea. I might be unlocking it right now, actually. But going out to the world map, it's interesting. I see these little houses, so I'm gonna buy Leghorn's house and put it down. And I'm not sure what that'll do for me, but he has an exclamation mark. Going up to the offer section, there's a daily login reward. That's pretty cool. We don't have that in The Walking Dead Road to Survival. And there's also some, if we go back, actually, there was a crate, I think, that was free. But this is all the premium currency right here, the gems, and using gems to buy gold and stuff. But it just came up on the side there that there was a free crate of some sort. Going to upgrade Bugs Bunny because he's my strongest character right now. I have no idea if he's actually any good or not, or if he's kind of just an okay character that they give you at the start, because again, he's a popular character. Everyone knows Bugs Bunny. So because I only have a few characters, I'm going to level them up and tune them up, because I don't know how long it'll be until I get some other characters, so I have to use what I have. And I'd rather have these characters leveled up a bit so I have a fighting chance than to leave them low and kind of just hope and pray that some good character is going to fall into my lap. And I like this tune-up on Sylvester Jr. Cheer on, so attack up for 2 turns. That's going to be really useful, and I think I can use that well in conjunction with Bugs Bunny's like massive attack that attacks everyone on the other team. So if I'm able to use attack up first and then do damage to everyone, I have a better chance of killing the enemy faster. So after unlocking his house, I'm able to kind of scavenge for stuff. So I guess that'll help me with tune-ups. And there's another house thing for Bugs Bunny, so I can unlock that if I want. I have to pay some coins for that. And I'm guessing I can do the same thing that I do with Foghorn and Leghorn, where I can send people out onto little missions and get tune-up stuff for coins. And I don't know what I can use my coins for yet. Probably just to upgrade like these little, like Bugs Bunny's burrow or Foghorn Leghorn's house. And I have a crate to open, and I also have a tune-up crate to put to the side. I guess I'm kind of like just holding it for now. I don't know. At the bottom of a screen, there's a mission to win another brawl. So here I go. My team strength was higher than theirs. So I guess time to try out these tune-ups and new abilities. I shouldn't have used the dynamite right away, but I think I forgot that I have this cheer up ability in order to increase my character's attacks. And see, when I hover on the opponent, I can see how much HP they have left. And by touching my own character's like abilities, I can actually see what they do. So if it does a set amount of damage, so it kind of helps me predict if I can kill a character or not. So when I dogpile a tune, haha, no pun intended, because I just, attacked the dog. Yeah, I'm a little lame, it's all good. But, so I just won that match, and I have another crate, but I don't think I can unlock this one unless I use a gem, and frankly, I feel like these tune-up crates are a dime a dozen. Like, it's pretty easy to get them. You kind of just have to win a brawl, and you get one, so I just gotta keep winning whenever I unlock each of them. And so there's leagues, it seems. So I just moved up, I think. I'm in Junior 4 or something like that. So it's pretty weak, But again, I just started out. I have 79 trophies, I think it says. Collecting some daily goals. And it seems that if I collect all these goals, I get a green ticket, EXP, and Porky Pig stuff. And to complete my daily rewards, I need to win 3 matches against the Martians, so against the invasion. So I'm just going to do the little story mode, I guess, or whatever type of mode this is called. I just hit the go button on the daily rewards and it redirected me this way. So it's all pretty easy to start. Again, you want to encourage players to keep on playing, help them win. And at the top of my screen on the left-hand corner, it seems like I do have a fast forward button or an auto button. So I'm going to have to try that out eventually. I think it'll be really useful because who really likes to farm stages? And if you know that your characters are stronger and it's just going to take time, having an auto button and at ×4 the speed is pretty useful. And see here it's telling you to learn more about your skills. You can tap and hold the icon and it'll let you know kind of what it does. And of course it doesn't do exactly that. So like if a character has bonus defense, it's not going to do the same amount of damage as it says on the card itself. So you have to take that into account when making your calculations. So this game is actually pretty fun, and I kind of like the zany aspect of it. I'm sure I'm going to get tired eventually of seeing all these characters use their special effects and seeing the same thing happen again and again, but right now it's really refreshing and new. And from winning that, I got some stuff that I can use to level up some of my characters. So I just need to do one more battle, and then I should be done my daily rewards, so that'll be helpful. In my opinion, any game like Looney Tunes should have a daily login reward. It just encourages players of all caliber to log in daily, and the more time they spend on your game, the more likely they are to spend, even if it's just a little bit. And even if they don't spend, you know what? They're providing the competition for the players who do. If you only had players who only spent a ton on a game, I don't see how the game really grows, because it really just deters people if you know I need to spend thousands of dollars in order to play and keep up. But right now, I would say I'm pretty content with what I'm doing. You know, it's not like I'm speeding through this all, but I haven't faced anyone who's beyond my scope of play, and I've enjoyed myself while playing this game so far. Now I know I have a lot to learn if I actually want to play this game a little more seriously, but this is way too early to even say that. Right now I'm just playing to enjoy myself, to enjoy the Looney Tunes, and see what all the hype is about this game. Now I do like that once you complete a stage, there's a button to auto win, but that auto win button is only up if you get 3 stars. And to get 3 stars, you need to have all your characters alive at the end of a stage. And finally, I will be collecting my daily reward because I made my goal. So it looks like I get a blue ticket, some gems, a Porky Pig, some energy, and I leveled up to level 5, so I got some more energy and some tokens or some coins. And something on the wheel wants me to do something, I'm not exactly sure what. Okay, so there's a daily wheel, and you can actually pull a character from this. Now this is pretty unique. So by accomplishing your daily mission every day, you get a pull and could potentially get a good character. Now that's pretty cool to me. Most games don't have that. Thanks everyone for exploring with me Looney Tunes World of Mayhem.